Gail, thank you for calling and for holding over in Wylam. Please go right ahead with your question.
Yes. Hi.
Hi.
Yes,
Hi, Gail.
I have well, it's kind of a complex question. I've had an injury where I was told that there was not a workman's compensation for my injury because I did not get to do a drug test in time or something. And this injury was sustained at work by, it's crazy because I have a visual impairment, and there were some issues in the bathroom, and I was alarmed by something falling, and I did not know if it was an animal. I just reacted, and I did hurt myself in the bathroom trying to get out. So, and it was, it was sustained there, and it was proven that it was there, but it was nothing done. I sat there for an hour to do paperwork to see if I needed to get some paperwork to take with me to the doctor. So the time that I spent there, I could have been going to get the drug test or whatever it was required.
So,
however, I did not get to do that. And I was off for about maybe 8 days with this. And then I had to do physical therapy because it was an injury to my inner thigh. Something was torn. And nothing ever came of it. And, I was just told, well, no, the board has to look at it. And it's going to be the board's decision of whether you get paid for it or not. And I thought that was like, what?
Does that sound familiar, Bernard? Does that sound?
It sounds very familiar.
Okay.
Gail, without telling us who the employer is,
Right.
if you're a federal employee, there's a certain set of federal laws that apply to the issues you're referring to. If you're a state of Alabama employee, there's a whole nother set of laws and procedural things that have to be done versus someone who's employed by a private employer. So depending on who the employer is, that category will determine which set of laws and administrative procedures. But I will say this overarching of just your facts. It's not your responsibility to automatically know all of the work comp laws that apply. Hopefully your employer has educated you, the employee, and that there's a human resources department or a personnel department, and that's who you report to. You do have to follow the policies and procedures of the employer, and sometimes those conflict with what state law or federal law may be. So I hope that answers a little bit of what you had to say.
It sounds like there may be a couple of complex with the drugs as well as it happening on the property. Would you recommend a call? It sounds like there's
I
a little,
would.
several complex issues in there, Gail. So thank you for calling in. As I've said, we will certainly give out Bernard's number again. That telephone number 205-930-6900 or nomberglaw.com, NOMBERG law.com if you'd like to speak with him further about that.